Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor, and I'm your host for this live stream. Let's hop right into this and talk about what's going on in the crypto market currently. So, pretty quiet day across the board with Bitcoin slightly down. If we look at our gainers and losers on the day, we got all meme coins pumping and all meme coins dumping, taking up our entire gainers and losers list here on CoinGecko. You can see the Godius Maximus coin is up 75% on the day. The Genon coin, which is the second kind of AI coin meme thing taken off, is at 122 million, up 70% on the day. Simon's Cat up 50%. Casper KRC20 up 50%. Fart coin is up 43%. So yeah, the market is largely unchanged. Meme coins are still dominating attention, dominating mind share, and dominating the top gainers board every single day. And you can see some of Murad's memes over here in the top losers. Mini down 25%, Lock-in down 24%. This is simply rotation. This is simply rotation from these memes into the AI coins like GOAT, etc. right now. So we'll spend a little bit of time talking about this new AI meta. We've been discussing it quite often here on our live stream. So you guys should already be pretty informed about what's going on. You shouldn't be late to this. You shouldn't be uninformed because, yeah, we've been informing you guys over here in the stream. Anyways, lads, let's take a look at Bitcoin currently because there's a lot of fear out there still. A lot of people wondering what the heck's going on. Well, as it stands right now, Bitcoin is looking perfectly fine. We had this demand zone created over here on Thursday, October 17th. Right? Price kind of formed a low over here. Then it pumped to new highs. So that zone, which is at $67,000 down to around $66,600, is currently holding as support. And we put in a beautiful sweep of Monday's low, as you can see here, just 3 hours ago or 2 hours ago. And we're seeing a nice reaction off of that Monday low sweep. Now, does this mean that the sell-off is over and we are immediately going to $70,000 and then 80K next? Well, there's a decent chance of that because my stance has not changed on the market. I'm largely bullish. I am expecting a rip into the elections. And with that, if we look at our latest odds here, Trump has taken this is his highest ever lead, I believe. It's, what is this, like 26% or so. So a huge lead over here by Trump, 64-36. And of course, the market is pricing in a Trump victory, and a Trump victory is going to send this market. There's also the anticipation leading up to the election, all right? The pre-narrative anticipation. The buy the rumor, sell the news stage, which is where we're in right now. We're still in buy the rumor. I'll say that one more time. We are still in buy the rumor. So for Bitcoin, all you need to know is you need to map out those key levels. Once you map out the key levels, this is a stress-free thing. So we have our demand zone here at 67K. We have our next zone just lower, which also held as support last Tuesday. And that's at around $65,000, 65 to 66K. And then below that, we still have where all of our EMAs are on this chart. 63,500 is the bottom of our red zone, or it's actually the top of the zone here on my other chart, utilizing different key areas in price. 64K actually on this chart. So those are my levels. I don't think we go any lower than 63,500 around this monthly open. Now we have to envision, how's this chart going to look on the weekly and the monthly for October? Right? How's it going to look? Let's go to a clean chart. This Kraken chart. So this is how the weekly currently looks. All right, we still had the highest close since June last week. We still have, this hasn't changed the fact that we've broken out of this downtrending resistance. So this is simply the retest of the breakout in my eyes. It's really quite simple stuff. This is not rocket science. when the market's in an aggressive uptrend, the only thing stopping you from making money is fear, or being a complete degenerate gambler and not knowing how to manage risk. So yeah, that's our weekly. Now remember, the open for the month, let's go ahead and mark it off. The open for the month is this line here. So if our expectation is that this is going to be a green monthly candle, which it is, but we're expecting more. We're expecting more meat on the bone here for this candle here for the month of October. It's the 21st now. This month ends on the 31st, which is 10 days away. So over the next 10 days, even if we do lose the monthly open, I still think it's reclaimed. And I've seen crazier things. I've seen it where they rip it. They pump the asset price right into the weekly or the monthly close. So even if we were to lose this monthly open at 63,300, it would be very short-lived. And that would be kind of your last opportunity, I think, until the bear market to buy cheap Bitcoin, because this thing's just, in my eyes, about to take off into price discovery. So knowing this, knowing how the chart looks on the macro, knowing the monthly opens is at 63,300, the monthly open is at 63,300. It takes a lot of stress out of just looking at the chart and trading, especially on higher time frames. Because again, we know our levels. We're expecting October to close green. So if we do end up getting a dip below the monthly open, all I'm trying to tell you with this long explanation is that buy the dip. That's all you got to know. And I think you'll do all right. So that's Bitcoin. No reason to panic right now. And I do think that this is another fake sell-off. I am expecting this to get absorbed and priced to head higher here. Again, in an aggressive uptrend, these topping formations, right? Here's a triple top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You also have the clean bearish divergence forming. When this happens, if price is going to stay in an aggressive uptrend, it holds support, which is exactly what it's doing. All right, that's the most you get out of that bearish diff. So that's my take on Bitcoin currently. Quite bullish here. And we'll see how we shape up over the last 10 days of the month. Shout out to Declan Wyatt. It says smash the like button. Shout out to Rahul Guru. He says smash this like button, guys. He's telling you, guys, listen to Rahul Guru. Smash the like button. You don't want to get Rahul mad at you. We got man with a plan. He says night to all the Giga Chaz. What's going on? Dole says it's his favorite part of the day. Thank you, Doles. Appreciate your support. We got all day Dre in the building. Man with a plan says Connor, you're the giggest Chad, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that one. Let's see. Rahul says your thoughts on Nine Heroes in Atlantis or Atlas. Nyan Heroes gaming coin getting talked about a lot. So a new one. This bad boy launched in May of this year with a 12 million circulating market cap. Well, I like the chart structure. Why? Because, you know, it's showing that it's already starting to put in the new uptrend. You got the low. Here's technically a higher low. You got a higher high here. You got a higher low here. So from the TA, you got a lot of good things starting to form here. And you're at resistance. So with that, I would treat this area in here. If you're looking to buy this, I would treat this green area as your kind of entry zone and look to place your bids in here, wait for price to come to you. But this level has been rejected twice. One time, two time. All right, and this was a fake breakout, so technically three time. Every tap of resistance, it technically does get weaker, right? So it looks like it's shaping up for a breakout. In terms of the game or anything like that, I have no idea what's going on with Nine Heroes, but just looking at the chart, that's what I'm seeing take shape here. And then Atlas. So I know this is an older one from the last cycle. Thing launched at 5 cents at 0.002 currently. So my take on Atlas, what's the market cap of this? 50 million. What was it at the peak? Let's take a look down memory lane. So this is what dilution does, lads. Last cycle, this thing peaked out at a 500 million market cap. Now the market cap is 50 million and price is down 99% from that high. And there's still half of the coins are in circulation, basically. Less than half of the coins. So yeah, that's what dilution can do. However, if this is going to be a big hit game, which was what it was supposed to be when it went live in 2021, it should continue to do well. And you have this pretty obvious level of resistance. You got this here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So similar to Nine Heroes, all these gaming charts are actually starting to look pretty good. Similar to Nine Heroes, you have this level here. It's at 0.004. Like that's your major macro breakout level. So if this is a project that you like in the gaming sector, you should be accumulating it below this major breakout level, because when it does break this, it will go pretty hard, I think, just from looking at this chart. Anyways, those were those two. Topi Whales in the building. What's up, Topi? He says, let's go, guys. Charts are looking bullish now, especially with Bitcoin taking out Monday's low. You already know, Topi, on that Monday low strategy. He knows what's up. We got Joey Joe. He says, ooh, on base, pretty good airdrop. I'm totally uninformed about ooh on base. Joey Joe, you're in the trenches, man. You are in the trenches, brother. I'll take a look at this later. Anyways, Joey Joe, what's up? Stacy, what's going on, Stacy? Vinay says, conservative price prediction for Naka. I think conservative would be 1.5 to 2 billion market cap. Ryan says, Harris is unfortunately leading. That poll is not accurate. It only shows the votes from people inside the crypto space who are clearly favorable to Trump. Yeah, that's fine. People believe what they see, and I got this in front of me. And I don't care to look at any mainstream media polls because those are also bullshit. So we're going off of that information. I think it's a coin toss, to be honest with you. I don't know who's going to win. I think it's a coin toss. You know who I want to win, but I don't know who will. Ben Crump, attorney at law. What's up, Ben Crump? Thoughts on Trump on Sol? Well, it sounds like one of those stupid versions of Trump. Yeah, here we go. It's exactly what it is. Thoughts on it? Well, we know that the market likes these types of things. We saw Bowden run to, what was that, 800 million? And this is Trump pre-election, so it's following the same chart pattern as well as, say, the Trump MAGA coin on ETH. right? It had its initial move off the floor, bullish consolidation. So I think this one probably follows the same trajectory as the other ones and puts in some nice moves before November 5th. And I would treat it as a trade. I wouldn't get too attached to anything like this, but these things can move quite violently in a short amount of time. So capitalize on that volatility and move on to the next one. That's what I say about that. We got C Don't Care. What's up? C Don't Care. He says, happy October, Connor. Spectral is looking strong. Heard you mentioned a couple of times in your streams. Yes. You get asked about Spectral quite a bit from the community here at Crypto Empire. Shout out to the Crypto Empire community, by the way, guys. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the stream so far. It goes a long way. It helps me out a ton. Hit that like button. Jay says, hey, Connor, you're the man. Appreciate you, my brother. Right back at you, Jay. You're the man, bro. Thanks for your support. Dr. Vostro says, good morning, Connor. What's up, doctor? Matthew Black, Giga live stream as always. Appreciate that, Matthew. Bergen County Real Estate says, Giga. What's up, Bergen County Real Estate? Stacy, Atlantis. There's a casino named that. Is that right, Stacy? How do you know this information? Have you spent a lot of time in this casino? No, I'm kidding. Do whatever you want. Who doesn't like a little bit of blackjack every now and then, right? Let's see. Crypto Junkie says next pullback going all in. Interesting take here from Crypto Junkie. The next pullback. So if my prediction is correct here, and we're going to stay in a violent, aggressive uptrend, the pullbacks are simply very short-lived and they're shallow. What is a shallow pullback? It means that price isn't going to give you a 30% drop or a 20% drop. It's going to be stuff like this, right? Here's 3.9%. If we go to our lower zone, that would be around 5 to 6%. And if we go to the lowest scenario that I see playing out here in the immediate short-term future, at 63,500, that's an 8%, 8.5% pullback. So Crypto Junkie, I don't want to dissuade you in your plan here to buy a pullback. You do what you think is right. All I'm saying here is that if Bitcoin is going to stay in a very aggressive uptrend, which I think there's a strong chance that it does, you might not get much of a pullback, and then price is going to be higher again. So look out for that, and be ready if price does end up coming back into the low 60s, below 65K. There's certainly opportunity there. There's value there. Let's see. Let's go through some meme content. A little bit of humor for the day. So this is pretty funny. Here's 2021 Bitcoin at 69,000. Donnie T. Back when he was in his prime a bit more. And here we have 2024 Bitcoin at 69,000. Same price. Different reality, huh? Yeah, that's what a long, brutal bear market will do to many. But hey, we're about to be making new all-time highs, I think. But still, nonetheless, it's a pretty funny meme. Moving on. So we've been too bullish here, so I got to throw some fear at you guys, right? I got to mix it up a little bit. So here's something from Bricks News. So they say that there's a conflict brewing in the Middle East. According to Bricks News, just in, Israel says a very significant attack will be carried out on Iran soon. All right, so yeah, I mean, this first tweet, right? They've been saying the same thing for the past few months. Do I think this is going to affect the price of Bitcoin? If they actually do something before the election, which I kind of doubt, then I think it will provide a short-term shock, and that's going to be a really good buying opportunity. We know it's messed up, but war is bullish for the market. I mean, it's a system to basically create money out of thin air, and it goes to certain people's pockets. War. So yeah, war is actually very bullish for the markets, as messed up as that is. What a system that's been created. But nonetheless, it will be, if something does happen, it will be a short-term short-lived shock, fear. And then I think the next day we probably reverse back up, if that does happen, of course. But you know, I know I'm being very bullish here on my live streams, so I thought I'd throw a little mix up at you guys and get you thinking a little bit. Stay on your toes out there, lads. You don't know what's going to come next. And for our last piece of news for the day, the SEC is doing a great job. So they actually arrested the man responsible for the fake SEC Bitcoin ETF approval tweet around a year after the fact or so. They finally found that guy. The news caused Bitcoin's price to rally $1,000 to $47,800 within minutes. However, the asset quickly lost $2,000 and fell to $45,000 after the SEC debunked the tweet, revealing that hackers had compromised his X account and made the unauthorized post. So thank God they got this guy. I don't know what we would do without the SEC. What would we do without these guys? They're serving and protecting us U.S. citizens, and man, they're really awesome. So I'm just really happy that they caught this perpetrator, and they're focusing their time, energy, effort, and resources on important matters out there to, again, keep us citizens safe from these types of acts. So great job from them. Great job from the U.S. authorities for getting that guy. Gotta love it. Land of the free and home of the brave. Anyways, let's take a look at some alts, guys. So we had some crazy pumps on Simon Cat today. And Cat's still going off of today's open, which was 2.5 hours ago. So we had price come down here into the low 2s, the low 2-cent levels. And all the orders that needed to be filled got filled, and this thing just took off today. So a huge move, 50% candle. Price currently up 59%. And this is pretty epic. This is a very epic move. Definitely came a bit surprising because it was the only coin that moved like this today. But nonetheless, Cat back in action here, approaching resistance. So let's go over a game plan here. Look at this candle, by the way. The SEC just arrested a guy for making the price go up $1,000 in a few minutes. I mean, this thing just added like hundreds of millions to a market cap in 15 minutes. Anyways, game plan here on Cat. If you see a move to this level, which is at 3.3 to 3.2 cents, that looks like a good level to place your limit long orders if you do get a pullback. Now, what you don't want to see, you need to play it with a tight stop, because what you don't want to see is for price to retrace this pump and come back down and fill this 15-minute candle body. You don't want to see that. You want to see price hold this range up here at this 3.2 cent low. So it will look something like this. If it doesn't just continue taking off, if it does give you a pullback, you should not ape into it now. But if it does give you a pullback, it will look something like this. Okay, so Cat, good move. And I think that this is coming for a lot of other coins. If we look at Sundog, it's in a similar position. I shared this trade, I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was on Saturday in the Crypto Empire Mastermind. But yeah, price slightly above entry now. What is this, like 2%, 4% above? But yeah, I'm looking for a similar move to play out here on Sundog. And this was another case of basically, I had the choice of Cat or Sundog. I was actually looking at both of them. I chose Sundog, but hey, we'll see if Sundog does follow in Cat's footsteps here. Simple play, right? We're in this descending channel with obvious resistance and support here. Good chance now that we've broken above the midline that we're going to hold the premium of this kind of parallel channel and break out. That's what I'm looking for on Sundog. So with bears are still short on this, without a doubt. So here on the 4 hour, I'm seeing $2.08. If you see this, it's a very obvious buy. It's a gift. That would reset a lot on this chart. That would reset a lot. Now, what I do notice immediately is that price is already kind of broken its trend line that's formed. No matter where you put it, here or here, it broke. So lower high trend line break. Coming into a very, very pivotal low here at $2.45 on WIF. And the only thing that could save this chart is Bitcoin kind of turbo chatting up to 70,000 and above. But if Bitcoin is going to give that dip to say 65,000, 66,000, you likely see WIF come down here towards 225 or towards $2. So look out for that on WIF. How would that look? Again, 225 is this green zone, or $2 is this green zone. So you want to go fishing here. You want to set your traps ahead of time and let the price come to you. You could short it down there. It depends on how you want to play it. Movement of the bull still very bullish. Let's look at this chart. So still holding this channel breakout here on Mumu. Hasn't really retested the channel breakout. So look out for a retest of the channel breakout around the mid to low fives on Mumu. But this thing has been showing a lot of strength recently after a relatively long period of sideways consolidation around, say, 2 months. So could be right, getting ready to gear up for an explosive move. So the Trump coin selling off here at 350. First kind of major pullback where it's lost a support level since it's bottomed out in late September, a month ago. And price coming into an area of interest here from 150 mil market cap down to 100 mil. And that's at 350 down to $2.25. So yeah, this is a level of interest. This is a demand zone. I think there's value in here for the Trump coin. And I'm still expecting it to go higher into November 5th. And I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out, if I'm going to be right or wrong. Been right thus far, and I'm curious to see how it will do going forward with only 10 days until the election. And I mean, we can spend a long time just looking at meme coins, guys. Like, we can spend a long time doing this. Let's see, SPX. How's SPX doing now? Okay, so again, broke this rising wedge all the way back a week ago. So it's amazing how simple all this stuff looks. Just on the daily time frame, all you had to do was isolate this base rally demand zone. Price came directly into it and bounced successfully from the bodies at 57 cents. So this is a lower high currently. This thing went 80x in a month. So yes, it does need to cool off, and that's exactly what it's doing now. It probably will come into the high 30-cent levels at some point, and it could be very short-lived if it does. But look out for that if you're interested in something like SPX. Giga is just Giga chatting higher. No, all gas, no brakes. No rest for Giga. Some of them like lock-in are down today. I mean, the parabola broke. Right, this straight up trajectory has been broken. And similar to SPX, it's amazing how obvious this stuff looks. You have a rally base, isolate these two candle bodies. I took it down to this low, and you can see how price is just respecting the candle bodies here. Every time price comes into this level, it's getting bid up, similar to what we just drew on SPX. The major opportunity would be down here at 35 million market cap on something like lock-in. This is a Murad meme. That's why I'm talking about it. We're just basically looking at Murad memes right now. But yeah, I see 35 mil market cap, 3.5 cents for that. There's some crazy new AI coins. What is there? There's Omega. This is a newer one. I don't really understand this one fully. I don't know if this is some LARP pretending to be AI or what. And people believe everything nowadays. But apparently this is some kind of AI account, probably managed by a human being. And apparently this AI wanted to launch a coin called Omega. And this is the chart on the daily. It is 5 days old. And since launch, I mean, it's quite low, but still, this is up 100. That's 129x. There's obviously GOAT, which the price was bought up immediately after the AI made that typo yesterday or 2 days ago. I mean, an insane bounce. This was big money that bought this dip. It's up 200% in a short amount of time. Big money piled in here. There's Genome. These are all the new hot AI coins that are AI meme coins, taking the market by storm. How do you spell this one? The Gmon. Oh, this one. I mean, this stuff is nuts. It's you have to be deep in the trenches. This one's Slop. Like, this is what's going on, guys. This one's Slop. So this is an hourly chart. This thing launched yesterday at 7 p.m. So here we are around a day later. It's gone up by 400x from like 100K market cap, and it went to a high of 50 million. It's now at 26 million. A meme coin called Slop. And again, this is like an AI made this, I believe. AI generated art is much better than human generated AI art. And then this guy says, can we make a coin out of it? And then this guy says, oh, the AI already asked me to make a coin called Slop. Here's the address. Don't buy it. And it goes up from nothing to 50 million in a day. So this is where we're at in the market, everyone. If you're wondering why your coins like Caspa or I don't know, any other coin basically that has like a fundamental scientific research behind it, whatever, anything fundamental, this is where we're at currently for altcoins. This is what's getting attention. This is what people want. So if you're wondering, again, why your coin isn't moving, why your coin isn't pumping, it's because of this. It's very simple. This is where all the attention is. This is where the liquidity is flowing. So what does this tell us? It means that if you're not already invested in AI, you need to be invested in AI. The boomers buy NVIDIA. They buy the stock that's at a $2 trillion valuation, right? That's all they can. They don't know about crypto AI or anything like that. We fortunately have the option to buy into many different facets of AI technology. We can buy the GOAT meme coin, created after some weird meme that I can't show a picture of. That's disgusting. Here we go. Numogram was the other one I was looking for. Genome, not Genome. So yeah, there's that stuff, but there's also the fundamental stuff out there. Right? There's the fundamental coins out there. There's coins like Tau, basic high market cap ones, FET, ACash, right? Stuff like that. And I think that if you don't want to go crazy on the risk spectrum and you're looking for something safe, I think Tau is the safest bet in the market. I think Tau is the safest bet in the market to see bare minimum a 2 to 3x absolute bare minimum. There's nothing guaranteed. There's no such thing as free lunch. But Tau going to 1,100 to like 1,600, 1,500 bucks is as close of a guarantee as you can get in the crypto market. But there is no guarantees, remember. So that's why I say it like that. But yeah, again, if you're wondering why your stuff isn't moving, all the money's going to this stuff. So go eat some crayons and snort some balloons to get your IQ lower, and then dive into the trenches, and you should have some success. That's my word of advice. Obviously, don't take it literally. Topi says, Connor, did you see the move from Ape a few days ago? They got their own chain. Yeah, so that's what every coin is doing, basically. Uniswap is doing the same thing. ApeCoin now, they're all moving to their own chain. So that's the wave. Ethereum's kind of broken, I suppose. That's why they're all making their own. Let's see. AKSHIT asked about Mocha. Let's take a look at Mocha here. All right. So I know Ladradoodle was asking me about this one. And it looks like this level was just an opportunity to print a higher low. And this big fat red bar, the volume profile does not match up with that price action bar. So, I mean, that's a heavy, heavy move from the big boys, the market makers. They just washed out all retail longs here. I mean, when I see such a big discrepancy between volume and price here, I mean, red flags go off. Anyways, here's Mocha. So on the daily, it's really quite simple. Obviously, it's always going to be easier in hindsight. So this level was not the level, clearly. It was not chosen to be, at least. If you isolate this red day over here on the 20th of July, here's your zone. So you already swept this low once. Nice reaction. If you're lucky, you get another test of the lows over here at 7.5 cents, or it might just go and break out here. That's what I think about Mocha. Are you in the Americas or Asia? I left Asia. I'm no longer in Asia. Let's see. Dolo says, can you check out PAL and Nurl? So some AI coins hot on the topic list right now. PAL here. It's still gearing up for a big move. So it looks very convincing that this was the bottom for PAL over here in early September. Higher low here. So most likely does some chop and slop until a breakout. And if I'm going to be right here, the breakout's going to happen rather quickly before elections. So, guys, I think we're going up only. I really do think we're going up only. It's time for that again. This is how the market works. And then Nurl. All right, so this one's quite strong. I mean, both of these are decent AI coins, right? You can hold either of these, and I wouldn't think anything bad of either of these holds. Are there better opportunities than PAL? It's already gone crazy. Yeah, I'd say so, but still likely continues to perform good. Now here with Nurl, you have your support down here at $4. This stuff can move hard, especially if the leader Tau decides to move. But regardless, using the lessons from Mocha, I'm going to isolate this candle. And this is a zone from 325 down to $2. So for something like Nurl, you either hold 4 and then break out, or you get really lucky and you see a 25 to 50% pullback, and then you break resistance. But this is higher lows leading up to a big breakout here. So yeah, this looks like a pretty bullish accumulation here on Nurl. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you enjoyed it, please smash up that like button. I appreciate your support. And subscribe to the channel here at Crypto Empire. We'll be live again tomorrow, so don't miss it. And don't be too scared by the current price action in the market. Again, I think that this one's another fake sell-off. And I don't want to repeat myself, but I'll do it again. If price is going to stay in an aggressive uptrend, the dips are going to be shallow and short-lived. And we'll see if this plays out again. But hope you enjoyed this one. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Connor from Crypto Empire, signing out.